Alright. Alright, so let me get a cut here. Welcome to the RPM All-Stars. Tonight we have you. But welcome to the RPM All-Stars. Tonight we got a special race. No points awarded, but it's going to be interesting. Next week is Texas. You should have had it muted from the begin with. This is twice as long as the All-Star Open, which was extremely short. 4 should be. So Smitty will lead the green. The 6 cars here for the All-Stars. The number 9 leads the field. Second place is Smoking on that outside line. The 2 guys who did not have to make their way through the open. Then you have third place, who now just moved up to second, but just got moved up to this outside line, is NASCAR and the number 74. Now up to second place is Skeletal, who had to run his way through the open also. And then in the back you have Dan and V. Now the 74 are going to take the lead here from Smitty. He's going to put a nice block there for the lead. So now it's going to be a good battle between these two as Smitty goes a little bit low. Ooh, it's going to be close. The 74 gets it, but he's going to be right up there against that wall. Will he be able to keep this lead here? He's having to block very aggressively to hold off the number 9 and the 3 that are charging, with the 14 coming up from behind. So now the 74 are going to lead this lap. How many laps to go here? 48 laps to go. Jeez, this is a lot longer than the other one. This will definitely show who's going to be the All-Star champ here. Right now it's going to be either the 74 or the 9.
I think some early favorites I have are Smitty and Mullet. I think those are the 2 that I'd say will go at it for the win, as they're doing right now. Those 2,
as they're side by side.
From past experience, I raced with them a few weeks ago at Kentucky. Both of them had fast cars during the night. I expect both of those 2 to be up front like they were a few nights ago.
Oh yeah. I know Smitty obviously is your last Xfinity Championship winner last season, but Mullet, I signed him onto that 74 for a part-time schedule, and this is one of the races he wanted to do, and he is showing his worth on the team already. And then you have Skeletal running in third, and Smokin' look like he's kind of in the picture, but I don't think he's going to be big as a threat tonight. Ooh, a little bit of contact. The 9 just smacked
That's
the
what she
74
said.
up. This is gonna bring the 3 back into this fight. Again, the 74 now adjust and get himself back up to Smitty's back bumper. And he's doing that as I'm saying it. And there goes the 74 having issues, and he's gonna collect the 3, so caution flag waves. And there's a Smokin' caught up in it. Everybody piled in. So some issues
Smitty's
there
just
with
on
the
the
74 early.
front stretch while everybody else is just in turn 3.
An in-game caution came out. That is definitely something Smitty wanted to see, is his biggest competitor have some issues with his car. But hopefully Mullet can get himself corrected. But now it'll be V and Smitty on the front row. What an odd pair. So green flag, and you got the twins in the second row. And the 3, and the 74 with a huge run down the bottom is already back up to second after starting in the back row. How many laps did you say? 30 something? Okay, just
74 takes a peek to the side. A little bit of contact there, like.
Yeah, and that's really gonna throw that 9 off his grip here.
I wonder if that's a little bit of some payback for what happened in turn 3 and 4 of the last run. 40 laps to go, by the way.
Okay. So 40 laps to go. I definitely think that this race definitely is going to be between that 9 and the 74. But if they keep a battle all race long, that's really going to let this 14 and 3 really
What I really want to
in
see
like
is I want to see the 9 dip down below into the inside of the 3, get him back up into the top 2, let them battle. The only thing now is that when you're up front, there's not a lot of distractions or other things you have to pay attention to. It's because now you're going to have to adjust to things with other people like near you or around you. You have to judge about the people behind you when they're letting off, when they're possibly get into you, how that affects your car. So especially in turn 3 and 4, it's going to get really tight. If you get bumped on the side, it's just going to make it so much tighter.
And we saw that earlier with the 9 getting into the 74, they both went really wide into the turn.
And then again with the 74 and the 9 earlier on.
Yeah. But right now, it looks like Smitty's having a hard time getting around that 3.
Smitty, sometimes if someone's aggressive like that, sometimes just use the bumper, bro. You're allowed to use some bumper. You have it for a reason if you need to.
It looks like the 3's still gonna hold off that number 9. It's letting Smokin' really peek into this battle for second right now.
Smitty, use the nose, bro. Use it.
Obviously, this race is not for points. It's mainly bragging rights. All right. Oh, the 9's gonna give the 3 a shot up the track, but will Smokin'? Skeletal keep it right there with him, and he will.
That's a smart move from Smitty there. You're showing the speed, and he's going to drive him up to the wall.
Right back. 24 lagged out. Oh, there goes Dan's chance. So that's one driver down, 5 cars left, and Skeletal really showing the aggression now to that number 9, showing him why you don't run somebody as hard. Because they might run you just as hard or even harder. And this is allowing that number 14 to peek back in, like I said.
I think when you have a faster car, you want to get around quicker, and sometimes you have to just know. You have to know where you're at, and you have to say, okay, get out the way, kind of. And he's already throwing some aggressive blocks on the 9 here, so I'm really, even before he made his little bump into turn 3 and 4, sometimes, and they're going to keep on doing the same thing, you might as well do too.
Yeah. I definitely think these 3 right here are going to be a good battle also, just letting that 74 coast away.
He's just coasting really it.
Yeah. All 3 of
the 9
separate teams.
is in a horrible situation right here, being stuck behind drivers that aren't as fast. Yeah. Smitty, just use the bumper, bro.
Now look at this.
Oh, a little cutoff.
He's gonna make a move down for the bottom, and now for the 14
follow
up the second for the
Smitty.
first time.
Follow Smitty. Follow.
All right.
Keep on following him.
Oh, now Smokin's gonna have the number 9 all over him. Now here comes the 3! And the 3 gets spun out by Smitty. So no caution for the single car. But now that definitely is gonna leave a bad taste in the number 3, and if he does end up getting a caution for something, He is not going to be too kind to that number 9 now.
Look, the way the 3 car was blocking earlier and making aggressive moves, I'm full Smitty here. I have to agree with Smitty here. I gotta take a side here.
I fully agree that, he was blocking very
Look,
aggressively, but now that he got spun out, he is going to be even worse of a competitor for that number 9.
bro, look, 14 and the 9 have. I think the 14 and the 9 were showing that they were faster. Sometimes you just gotta. And sometimes with a car that's maybe not as. Dude, Smitty.
Did Skeletal leave the race?
I totally understand, bro. I understand. If he's gonna block you like that, and he's gonna race you aggressively, race him aggressively back.
Did Skeletal quit the race? But now it looks like the number 9 is going to get down to the bottom line of Smoke, and he's going to get a clean run here, but Smoke is all over the back bumper. Oh, and the 43 is in the wall. Hit the dog leg here. Smitty still has that 14 pressuring him. If these two do end up getting separated, there will be a caution for separation. Our little
VFD spun on the front stretch.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna stay down on the bottom. Stay on the bottom here.
It looks like pit road is starting to open up. We saw Skeletal take the pits with the damage and everything. But now it looks like your race leader is going to come in, and you have these two guys battling it out, who will most likely be burning up their stuff a lot quicker than that 74.
I just want to see what happens with the 9 and the 3 if they ever get back in touch. Look, I've seen both sides of the story. I have to say, I have to side with the 9 here. Look, you've shown you're the faster car, and sometimes with the aggressive driving from another driver, it just presses your buttons, I guess. So you just. And sometimes you gotta end up with it. Now I know Smitty, and I know he never cut his nose off on, but I really justify the little bump in turn 3 and everything that he did there.
I know, I fully agree with what Smitty did, and I don't think he should have turned him into the inside wall or put him there, but I definitely know that 3 is definitely going to show
the
some
cutting
more
off
aggression.
was, but sometimes. Look, sometimes when you're in those situations with an aggressive driver, you just have to show them. If they're not going to show you that respect, you gotta not show them the same respect. So,
I mean, yeah, but I definitely think that 3's definitely going to have some more aggression towards that number 9. He's not going to let him have a fun race.
I wouldn't let the 3 car have a fun race either. I mean, he's so.
Oh yeah.
We saw how fast the 9 was with the. We saw how fast the 9 was early on, and we saw how fast the 74 was when they were battling up front. And you're just hindering the faster car. Look, it's sometimes you just gotta know when to let. Because sometimes I'd say it's much smarter to let the faster car go. You never know what you can get yourself into, like you did there.
I mean, later on in the race, that could have that incident could really mean something different if there does end up having to be a caution for both the 9 and the 3 going for a chance at the win.
I see the 3 car in turn 2.
He's right in front of the race leader.
I think he spun out.
No, that was the 43.
Saxy's asking, some of them are asking for like a separation caution.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, yeah. Separation caution this time at the line.
Separation caution at the line?
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I was too busy. We were too busy talking about this incident between the 3 and the 9.
3 car, I guess, gets his lap back?
Both. Any people that are a lap down get 1 lap back.
Okay.
I have gas. Lots of gas. Pit road will be open next time. I mean, you should be able to pull away still. Uh, 65. Pit road will be open next time. Let V get a lap back. Pit road open next time, next time.
No. The VFD and everybody else are getting a lap down. Or a lap back. Bleh.
Oh yeah, they're going to lap down again, man. They parked the car.
Yep. God dang it.
New penalty form. Park the car, you gotta sit there and wait for it to be lapped.
Alright, and the third car's... What does the third car do here?
Well, I mean, the 3 and the 43 have to start at the back due to, you know. What is the... The 43 literally just made himself... Good job, V. Pit road is open. He just pitted when it's not open. Well, the 43 and the 3 both have to start at the back because they got a lap back. Now, is the 3 on the lead lap now? Ooh, this makes everything spicy. Pit road now open.
Look here. Smitty, I know how to... Smitty, I've dealt with aggressive drivers before. Whatever you do, sometimes you gotta be...
See what
I
these
know,
guys
but
do, see what strategy they
sometimes when they press your buttons, you gotta show pit road. No.
Good job.
But sometimes it's also better to be the bigger man. But just remember, he started racing you aggressively first.
It looks like no
Keep that in
change
mind.
on order out of these guys. So it'll be the
No.
74, the 9, the 14, then it'll be
But
the
if
3.
if he retaliates, then we'll discuss that
No,
afterwards.
always the line. Always the line. You have choice of line.
Cause he didn't want to be passed, knowing that you were faster and Smoking was faster.
Now we're just waiting on one car. Okay, here he is. So we're gonna get the green flag
Look,
here with the mullet man
all of his
leading.
aggressive driving. Look, he was aggressively blocking both you and Smoking very aggressively. So, look,
And
you're
also
bumping
mullet
him was
man go
very
green,
much
give me a lap
deserved
cut.
there. So, and if he decides to retaliate, look,
Give me, yeah.
you don't have to wreck him if he retaliates.
Still.
If he retaliates, then just look. Don't wreck him, but just don't race him with the respect.
A good restart from everybody here. A little bit sideways out of that 74. But he's going to be able to clear that 9. Will he be able to
And the 3 is
keep
right
it
behind.
down at the bottom? Yeah, that 3 I don't think... Oh, and V's already in the wall in the back. But what does this 3 do? I know he's not going to be too happy with that number 9. He's going to get into him a little bit, I think, there. That 74 looking a little bit tight. He got wide through 3 and 4. He's going to block Smitty, knowing that is the faster driver that he's fighting right now.
Alright, here we go again.
Yeah, this is where it's all going to be. Will that 3 be blocking that number 9? He's gonna slide up right in front of him.
If he blocks the 9 and he knows the 9's faster, then that's on him.
I mean, yeah, it is, but I mean, he did kind of get dumped, so I
No,
don't think
no.
he's really gonna be too happy.
Y'all won't have to pit.
Surprisingly, he's
Okay.
not holding him.
They will have to pit again. I'm told.
Oh, 19 laps to go here, so we're under 20 to go.
And a
With Mullet out
and a
front.
spot too.
Oh, interesting. So now the 9 clears the 3, but does the 3 take a nice little shot at him? I think he's trying to. He's all over the back bumper. I don't think he's going to be able to here. He got a little bit tight. He's really got to put that pedal down onto that back bumper of that 9 if he wants to show that he wants that second.
But I think with the 9 speed, his shot was. I don't know. The 9 is just so much faster there. Just needs
I
to
definitely think he is
catch up.
faster, but I definitely think that 3 is really going to use up that back bumper of that 9. If he gets close enough, he will use him.
He's trying. I
No,
think
and he
did
He
there.
used him a little bit there. Yeah, he got the 9 in the wall a little bit. And the 9 now going to drop back to 4th from that little bit of contact.
And he just keep calm head. Keep calm head.
So now the 3 at the second with the 14 behind him.
Keep on.
Fungi quotes!
Keep a calm head. Just remember, long race.
And that 3 really cooking down this bottom line.
Or remember, if you retaliate, just don't. Remember,
How many?
if you retaliate, don't wreck him. Don't wreck him.
How many?
Stay
what'd you
calm.
say? 16? Okay. Fungus, you said your audio included
right there
while
on the
doing all
3.
this?
He's gonna go out. He's gonna move.
Fungus, do you still have your audio included?
I was told by Smoking there's a chance of
15 laps to go here. Smoking a little bit of contact there with the 9. He's going to push them both up. That's going to allow the 3 to get back into this fight. He's going to put a block there. But now the 9 right back down to the bottom line. Is he going to let him get by him here? He might shove him into this turn again. Don't think he is. I don't think he's got enough room to move down.
Smitty, just
right
remember.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
3 in the wall. 3 in the wall.
He's going to get a little push here out of that 14.
Pit window's open apparently.
So that window is open.
According to Bullet.
Yeah. Both. Oh, and
Uh-oh,
the 3
he's
goes
spoken.
around by himself this time in the same spot he went around with the other cars. And a 43 comes down pit road also. But does the 74 have enough to keep himself out front? He's got a huge lead right now, but can he keep it? With 13 to go.
I think the 9 and the 14.
I think those 2 are going to do a great job. I just don't think they have anything for that 74 right now. See when these top 3 all pit together, or not. Skeletal yet to pit also. So it looks like Mullet really likes running that outer line, getting a good run off the exit, while that 9 runs that bottom, and Smokin' just runs the apron. So all these front 3 all run very drastically different lines in turn 1 and 2. See when these guys pit, see who pits the earliest.
I feel like,
If any of these guys follow each other.
and it's so cool to see how all these drivers just pick different lines, try to race the racetrack, different areas to find a faster lane.
And
And
that's how you get better.
Mhm.
Doing
It
different
is.
things, learning how to run a track.
9 into the wall just a tad bit.
Yeah.
But especially with this track right here, like Kentucky, and the two turns are so different.
Oh yeah.
1 and 2, you can be on the gas a little bit more compared to 3 and 4. You're kind of letting it roll down to the center of the corner most of the time. It's
Oh yeah.
so different, but it's so fun because you always got to find areas to find where you're better at than other drivers.
Oh
Leader
yeah.
going down pit road this
We
time.
so yeah, the leader's coming down this time with the 74. See how much of a gap he can get over this number 9, or if the 9 will follow.
I wonder if the 9 follows. No, he will.
How was that?
Oh, leader!
No! And Smoke can also get down pit road, these two, so that's really going to put the 74 in a bad
Fun.
position. Was braking too hard. He just spun it, and now all he's got to hope is that 9 does the same thing.
Smitty, just stay
But also
calm
with
here.
this 9, with the 9 staying out as he is, this really hurts his speed. Because these guys are going
I
to
think
have
he's
fresher
coming in
tires
this
than him.
time.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
coming
he
in this
looks like
time.
he's
Let's
going to be a
see.
lot more careful than that.
You want to have a
number
smooth entry
74.
pit road speed, 45 miles per hour, no mistakes. This is your final pit stop. Everything comes at whatever happens in the final couple of laps happens because of these pit stops. It's so important to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
good entry into pit road.
So the 74 now gets out. Will he have enough time to get back around and pass that number 9?
Let's see. Let's see. Right along with the 74, where he is. He is just now exiting as the 9 was entering his pit box. Now into turn 3 and 4. The 74. Right off the exit. Let's see where Smitty's still in his pit box. Now at the start finish line has Smitty just now exiting.
I think Smitty isn't able to get it. Yeah, no. So
He
now
took a
there's a
two-
huge gamble from that leader. Can he keep it? Can those 2 tires hold on? How many laps to go here?
Yeah, he
74?
took 2.
7? 7 laps to go, I think I heard. But it looks like the 74, that gamble, how much is it going to affect him?
I don't
He's got
know,
a
but
good
I
bit
hear
of
the
a lead.
14 and the 9 both saying they're going to try to work together here. If they can get together. And yes it is.
Very fair. So coming around to 6 laps to go, the final opportunity for a manual caution. So no, after this, if they make it back to the stripe, there will be no more manuals. It'll only be up to
But-
the game.
2-tire stop is such a gamble here because it's just an unequal balance between the tires.
I mean, obviously, but if I feel like if that 14 and that number 9 get to the 74, that 74 is not going to let them have an easy race. Oh, it looks like the 14 got a little bit sideways. But now 5 laps to go, so no more manuals. If any caution comes out, it has to be in game.
Into the center of the corner. Now exiting, you can see the other cars right behind. As they're exiting, he's on the back straightaway. It's going to be really close towards the end. They got to get on their high horse here.
Oh yeah, and they have to make sure that they don't end up burning up every bit that they have to catch him. Because if they end up doing that, it'll just let that number 74 coast it around these turns, just hoping. It is going to be extremely close here for Mullet Man on these tires. And that 9 is catching ground
Quickly.
very quickly, and I think
Go
if
get
that
it,
74
Smitty.
does,
You got this.
I feel like that
Oh,
74
the
is going to pull a number 3 and it's
74
just going to
goes
block
up
him.
high, very high. In 3 and 4. That's going to hurt him.
He's just trying to save as much tire as he can. I feel like if that number 9 does end up catching him, he is going to throw every bit of blocking that he can to keep this lead.
If he
But
blocks,
now only 4.
expect to move.
Oh yeah, and I feel like if that 9 does end up shoving him, it's gonna be a big fight between some drivers. Think that Smitty might have enough time to get to him, but like, obviously getting to somebody is...
He's at 3% on his front. The gamble is not going to pay off here. I don't think the...
You never know. There it goes. I just saw it go down.
Oh, VFD.
Yeah, I think it's over unless a caution comes out for that 74. How many laps? 3? Yeah, he's a lot slower and he can't turn. And there goes
Oh,
the
there's
9.
his tire. There's his tire.
Smokin's really got to watch out here not to get into that number 74 because they
And
could
into the
cause a
final
caution.
turn. The 9 car is headed to victory lane.
No, I don't think that's the finish, is it?
It is. 9 car headed to
Oh,
victory
it
lane.
is. Dang, by 1 lap, Smitty gets it. If only that number 74 saved just a smidge more, he would have got it. It all came from that spin down pit road. If that never would have happened, it would have been a set sail from that 74. But that'll be the end from the All-Stars. Smitty will end up being your All-Star winner here for Season 4. But that'll be it from RVM. Catch us next week with the race at Texas.